It's okay. It's getting there. So I need some I need some things that we can put it underneath there again. We can just drag it under there again and see what I need. All right, I'm going back to my mesh tool. I have this nice highlight in there, so I need a line inside there. I have more going on in this direction. I'm going to throw another gradient in there. I definitely have more going on in here that changes, and probably something up there. There will be some changes, and maybe I'll throw one in there too. Okay, and then I can go and say, get my eyedropper tool, hold my, get this actually, selection tool. So I see a nice highlight here. There we go. See, now I start to get that highlight. I have to have transition. I have to have a mesh. I have to have a part of a gradient here for it to actually follow along. Okay, I got some different color down here versus there. Okay. I can get some variation there. This is looking, so these colors here should be really kind of bright and light. There we go. Okay, we get some transition. I'll take those and get this little, maybe that's a little bit there. You just kind of make some adjustments, and so I'm starting to get those little highlights and shadows of the apple. And anything I don't like, I can just repick it and change it up, right? I mean, it's good for that. So I can get that shape kind of going in there, and that's looking pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be a photograph. This is supposed to look like more like a drawing, a little bit more like an illustration. Okay, and that's looking pretty good. I can adjust shape, right? I can move things around. My colors will follow it. I can smooth things out a little bit more if things look bumpy or lumpy, and they may, and I may have to adjust for those. I might want these to be a little bit darker down on that side. But that's looking pretty good. I can just about live for that for this tutorial. Now it's a really bumpy, lumpy shape. So let's talk about a clipping mask for a moment. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pen tool. You should know how to use the pen tool by now. And I'm going to draw the perfect apple shape. Nice and smooth. Okay, finish it up. Make any adjustments. Alright. I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it on top of this guy right here. And this guy's going to actually get, I'm going to lose, well, let's just go with it. And I select them both, object, clipping mask, make, and there. And now I've clipped it, and so now I have that apple shape. So I clipped it out. You don't have to do that. I'm just showing you how you can. I can release it and change it. But that would be, that would adjust my shape better and cleaner, and that's why I like to have that little extra on the sides. All right, so that's my apple shape, and then like I said, I would make a stem and a leaf. So we can make an oval, because that's more of an oval shape, right? And go to my mesh gradient tool. That's got, there's not that many colors in here. this time I'm going to actually adjust my shape beforehand and make it a little bit more leaf-like. And I'm probably going to stop this video after I make the shape and then start again for when I color it, because I don't want these to get too long. It's already probably too long, and it gives you a chance to fix and work on your art without listening to me, and then you won't mind rewatching these as long as they're not 20 minutes long each, right? So I try to keep them around 10-12 minutes or less. I can always run it a whole length of it and then just cut it up, and maybe that's what I'll do instead. Instead of stopping, I'll just run one long video and I'll just edit it and make it, I'll just chop it up in QuickTime. That way I can just keep going. So that's what I do. So I'm just kind of following this leaf shape. I'm going to throw another line in here because that's kind of where that is. I like this. I'm not going to worry about the stem. You get the idea. You can put a stem in later if you even have a picture that looks like this. I don't know what you have. But I'm going to kind of follow this. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? We're just emulating. You're making your own illustration. So it just has to look enough like a leaf that people are like, oh, that's a leaf on the apple, right? That's a drawing. This is a way to learn to draw that, so you're just kind of learning to draw by copying the photograph, right? You're saying, if I told you to draw a leaf in Illustrator, you might not be able to do that. But if you follow a leaf by copying it, then that's maybe something that you can do, and that's fine. There's no expectation that you should know how to draw a leaf or how to draw an apple, right? Maybe you've never done that before, so you don't know how. All right. So then let's just grab this thing here and let's just take this whole leaf. Eyedropper tool. I'm gonna just select a shade of green in here, and what happened? Oh, it's because there's a lot of white behind there. All right. Let's move it down here. Yeesh, this apple is big. Okay. All right. So then I had this this guy here that I liked because it was kind of like the stem. Shade. I'm just oh yeah. I'll just grab like there. That's that. And then I can just take other little areas. And I don't know. Just grab a different shade of green. You get the idea. This leaf is very complex, really. You could spend a lot of time playing with this, but you get the idea. It's not going to look like a photograph. It's going to look like a drawing. Okay, it's going to look like an illustration. You don't want it to look like a, and you would do this